We're going to be doing plugs and wires on a 2007 Chevy Aveo. Okay, on these NGK wires, they are the replacements. If you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, so they have them labeled by cylinder. The easiest way to do this, though, is we're just going to do one at a time. So we're going to start. You're going to need a 5/8 spark plug socket, and then it appears that this had a cover on the intake gasket, or the intake valve cover. Oh, I can't talk. You're going to need a 5/8 spark plug socket. It appears that at one time this had a cover on the valve, or spark plug wire cover on the valve cover. So if it did, you'll have to take that off first. Go ahead, we're going to pull the plugs. The other thing you can keep an eye on when you do this is if you're getting oil down in these spark plug holes, your valve cover gasket has little rings in there. Those are known to leak. When they leak, they will fill that cylinder up with oil. So they don't need to be extremely tight, just run them down, snug them up. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the second one off. The other reason I like to do them one at a time is, as you can tell, the coils don't go just 1 through 4. So you only take one off, put the next one on. You really can't flip-flop them or miss them. I always recommend either going with the factory original spark plugs or at least a reputable brand. If I'm not going OEM, I typically try and go NGK. That's just personal preference. Same with wires. Like these are NGK wires. Cheaper's not usually better when it comes to spark plugs. And the factory picks the plugs they use for a reason. The car's set up for that. So if possible, you're better off just going with the original plugs. And then you probably can't hear it in the video, but when you push these plug wires on both sides, you can actually feel and hear them click, so you know you have a good connection on them. See how this has some oil in there? A valve cover is just leaking on there. We'll do that another day on another video. this one, I went with AC Delco double platinums. So they're pre-gapped as well. So you might have to make sure that you have the right gap set. Most spark plugs anymore typically come pre-gapped, just because once you get into the platinums and the iridiums and all that, you risk breaking that little piece off the electrode while you're trying to gap them. And then I always try and start the plug by hand just so you know that you didn't cross thread it. It shouldn't take basically any effort at all when it threads all the way down. It'll thread all the way down, and then there's a little, I don't know if it's aluminum, but a little crush washer at the base. So you'll thread it till it touches, and then when you turn it just a little bit, that'll give it that good seal. And then if possible, I try to run them down in those holders. Cylinder 4 is pretty short, so it doesn't seem to want to sit down in there very well. But I mean, that's it. That's spark plugs, wires. Save yourself some money, give yourself a tune-up. Should help improve your fuel mileage. If you have a misfire, it'll clean that up as well. So, thank you.